The JBS Packerland beef plant in Green Bay has become the latest Wisconsin meat packing plant to temporarily shut down after a high number of its workers tested positive for COVID-19. The virus has now forced a halt to operations at some 20 slaughterhouses and processing plants in North America. President Trump last week ordered the plants to stay open, but the closures have stoked fears about a serious disruption to the nation's food supply. So we're talking more about this with Brandon Schulz, the president of the Wisconsin Grocers Association. Thank you for your time. What's your level of concern of the chances of a serious disruption to food supply?
You know, we look at this a little bit differently. First of all, inventory at the store level is pretty good. Inventory from their suppliers is pretty good. And in fact, the supply line, the supply chain is pretty good because the production houses across the country that you mentioned had been in full production. And so they were producing product. So there is product in the line. Now, the unknown factor here is when these production houses can start back up. And under the President's Defense Production Act, that order tells these plants you need to get to it, you need to sanitize, you need to restart, you need to rebuild your workforce. And when that happens, you'll see the line come back up. But in the meantime, grocers are going to assess their customers' purchases. They're going to look to see if people are buying more pork than they might usually buy, and so they'll watch that to see what's going on.
I'm also curious, too, because when you go into stores, there are so many changes now that we're noticing. There's plexiglass put up. There are markings on the floor. I know some stores now are asking customers to wear masks, some even making it mandatory. Do you see any other big changes coming in the near future?
Well, you know, each week we look to see what the change is going to be. Last week, there was a big push on tough to get masks. This week, it's on meat. When we started this, it was all about a steep learning curve on what you could do to protect your employees and your customers. So to look out into weeks 2, 3, and 4 from here on out is tough to do. But what we do know is what we can continue to keep in place. Social distancing is important, and you've seen all those changes in stores, whether it's one-way aisles and sneeze guards and markings on the floor. That's all going to stay in place. Keeping the shelves stocked, that's all going to stay in place. Yes, some stores have decided that they're going to require their customers to wear masks, and that's a decision made at those stores. There are some places where you might see that happen, especially maybe in the Madison, Milwaukee area, maybe in Green Bay. But there are other parts of the state where this is not as intensive a feeling as we have in some of these communities. So there's not likely going to be a blanket, you must wear a mask to come in the store. And you have to, there's some respective customers here too. You can't necessarily force them to do it. You can make it a store policy, but I think it could be difficult to force it unless you actually have some sort of state order.
What long-term effects do you think the coronavirus could have on grocery stores?
I'm not certain it will have a long-term effect because people need to eat. You've seen changes from customers. One of the biggest changes we've seen has been online ordering. Prior to this was a new thing. It was maybe 2 or 3% of a store's business. But now that online ordering grew by almost 350%, it really challenged stores who didn't have the platform capacity to take on that many orders. And in fact, people would order, and it would take them a while to get online. And then when they ordered, they would be told, well, it's going to take 3 days to get your product delivered to your house or 2 days before you can pick it up. So that's been a really steep learning curve that retailers had to take on. That will probably slow down a little bit, but it really did educate customers in terms of another avenue in which they could go to the store. So it's not a change, but it's an acceleration of that option for customers.
Well, we certainly appreciate all of the hard work from our grocery store employees during this. So Brandon Schulz, thank you.
You bet. Thanks for having me on, and thank you to local grocers and their workers for the great jobs that they do.
Governor Evers has told state agencies to cut spending by 5% between now and July due to the overall economic climate. State government has put a hiring freeze on all non-essential positions, and at least 6 UW campuses have announced furloughs amid deteriorating finances. Our editorial partner, WisPolitics.com, has the full story. You'll find it by following WisPolitics.com on Twitter. Coming up, a survivor of the 2009 H1N1 pandemic says the current crisis isn't a choice between healthcare and the economy.